Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about Chapter 3 of the Scarlet Letter, A Fatherless Child. As we've discussed before, it's important to understand a bit about Puritan culture. The Puritans were very strict, very conservative, and very religious, and they were very concerned about sin and about punishment. So we know that Hester Prynne's punishment for adultery is that she must wear the scarlet letter A on her chest for the rest of her life. On page 17, one of the reasons that she gives for staying in the town is, "I have sinned here, and I will suffer my earthly punishment here." Not only is she required to wear the scarlet letter A, but the people in the town punish her by treating her as an outsider. She has no friends at all. On page 18, it says, "The Puritans at that time were hard judges, and a woman who had sinned as Hester had sinned was always an outsider." Every word, every look, every cold, accusing silence reminded her of the shame and the lonely misery of her life. Even the children ran after her in the street, shouting terrible names. Not only is Hester punished for her sin, but her daughter Pearl is as well. It goes on to say, "A child of sin, she had no right to play with the children of godly families, and like her mother, she was an outsider." In this chapter, Hester becomes concerned that the townspeople may want to take her daughter away from her, so she goes to see Governor Bellingham. And let's take a look at what he tells her. On page 20, the governor says, "Hester Prynne, we have been asking many questions about you recently. Are you the right person to teach this child the ways of God, and so make sure of a place in heaven for her soul? You, a woman who has sinned. Will it not be better for her if we take her away from you, to teach her the truths of heaven and earth? What can you do for her, woman?" At this point, Hester turns to Mr. Dimmesdale and pleads with him to support her. And on page 22, we hear his response. He begins, "There's truth in what she says. God gave her the child. Is that not part of God's plan for this poor sinful woman? With a child by her side every day, she will be reminded of her great sin, her shame, and the pain and sadness of it will always be with her." But then Dimmesdale brings in the notion of redemption, of mercy. He continues, "But God has given her a job to do, which will keep her soul alive and save her from further sin. She must love and care for the child and teach it the ways of God, to know good from evil, right from wrong. And with God's great mercy, if she brings the child to heaven, then the child also will bring its mother there. No, we should leave the mother and child together and let God's gift do its work, saving the mother's soul." So at this point, we have some hope that maybe there's not only sin and punishment in store for Hester, but also mercy and forgiveness. I hope you enjoyed this video and have enjoyed reading the book. Thank you.